Hello everybody, and today on To The Garage we're trying to diagnose the starting problems on my Mountfield lawn tractor. So this is the beast in question. It's normally a very reliable machine, and the problem we've got is you have to sit on the seat to make it able to start. Put it in neutral. When you turn the key, get a click. Now, I've already done the first thing, which is this has been on recharge, and I've got a Posh battery charger reconditioner. It's been reconditioned overnight and it's still making that noise. So my next port of call is this. This is a starter solenoid, and I have actually been here before in the last 10 minutes, so it's not like I'm a wizard who's just spotted this. So having a look at the situation, when you try to start, I'm just going to set this up so that you can see. I was getting a click from this unit, but nothing much else, and it's normally a really loud clunk. So solenoids, starter solenoids, are basically big relays, and if you follow the wiring, this is a focus you guys up. This is the lead that's going to supply the starter motor, and by the thickness of it, you know it's taking a lot of current. And that goes to one of these two terminals up on the solenoid. The other terminal, which I've just pulled the boot off, comes straight from the battery. So from there to there, you should get power to the starter. These two, that one comes from the ignition key and sends a positive supply in when it's turned to the start position, and that one is just the earth. So actually the starter key just puts current through here, through a little coil, and back out this to earth, and in doing so flicks a much heavier switch inside here and joins that to that. So when you've identified your solenoid, and most cars, motorcycles, anything with a starter motor basically, will typically have something that looks a lot like that, with the two big terminals on top, two small terminals to energize it, and they're almost invariably big black plastic or Bakelite items. There's my finger for scale. There's my finger for scale. It's quite a chunky piece. It's not electronics, that's for sure. If you want to just check it out, I'm going to put it ignition on, and then using a well insulated plastic handled screwdriver, just touch onto one of the two terminals and then quickly go onto the other one. Oops. And there you go. So what that tells me is that turning the key isn't triggering these two. So all I'm going to do now is take all that off, clean up all the terminals, see if I can get some WD-40 in it, and back together. Yeah. Okay, so I've had this off, I've cleaned all the terminals, I've now just putting the rubber boots back on. And the last of the terminals, just left this one off to improve access. As videos go, it's not much fun just watching me fiddle around in here taking it off. It turns out it's a sealed unit, so I've tapped the bottom with a hammer just to loosen off anything. I've cleaned up all the terminals, put it back together. It looks quite fresh and new, so I'm hoping it's just sticky. If you are going to do this job, remember to disconnect the battery before you mess around taking this off, because you are dealing with up here, just get my fingers, that, remember, that one is straight from the battery. So anything you touch with that is going to spark. But we're back together now. Right, I'm going to try it. So take the hammer off, because that was me. Oops. So it's still only I think what that proves is the solenoid is dicky, but at least I know it is the solenoid. Let's try again, see if it goes. No. No. So that's going to end up being replaced, but luckily, as I said, most vehicles have a solenoid. I'm bound to have one in the garage somewhere. One of the many cupboards that needs to be sorted in the new garage, but where I may find a solenoid, because in here, amongst other rubbish, quite a few heavier electrical items for cars. If I haven't got one, it should be relatively easy to get one, I think. Aha! More my clamps, brilliant. I showed them on the video for the camper. Doing power steering, get yourself some of them now, fantastic. And then the 3 boxes normally live together. There's no solenoid there, no solenoid there. No solenoids. Never mind. Having admitted defeat on finding a solenoid, I've done more tapping and more cleaning up and tightening connections and all the rest of it. Just see what happens now. Oh, that's a bit better. Put the choke on. Whoops. Well, it's far from perfect, but I can mow my lawn. So, next stop, a solenoid shop. If you're enjoying these, please subscribe, and we'll see you on to garage again very, very soon.